Is Epic Minigames still good? Hey people, during this season, Jesus was born, and because of that, a fat man breaks into our house and gives us presents. In other words, Merry Christmas. There's over 49 people Santa has to give gifts to this Christmas, so I'm a bit worried he's gonna miss my house. Luckily, I found the sign in some weird place nearby that'll hopefully grab Santa's attention. There's been a few people that have shown up because of the sign, but sadly none of them were Santa. So here's hoping he still shows up.
Hey Derp, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure, what's up?
Why does everyone like Christmas so much? Sure, it's a religious holiday and most people get a day off, but there's so much stress planning everything, getting presents for everyone, and working to get everything just right. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, that's a bit of a tricky question. I'll try to show you what gets me in the Christmassy mood, and hopefully that'll help you find the Christmas spirit. And during that, I can also talk to you about Epic Minigames.
What?
Ferdy and educated. Epic Minigames was created all the way back in July 29th, 2015 by Typical Type, which means that Epic Minigames is over 10 years old now. Dear gosh. In this game, you compete against other players by testing your luck and skill in over 138 unique minigames. These extraordinary minigames can range from pressing silly blocks before another team does to avoiding the spears that want to destroy everything you hold dear. When you win a minigame, you earn coins which you can use to buy things to customize your character with, like name tags, effects, defeat animations, and gears, which can do a fair bit of things, like summon a cute flower, make you spin, and even throw out a killer whale on your enemies. Luckily, none of these gears do anything in game though, so you won't lose because someone decided to throw a barrel at you. Alongside playing these extravagant mini games, you can also explore the lobby, find secrets, complete quests, and play the side modes that this game can offer, like Epic Party, which is basically Mario Party without Wario, sadly, Pro Servers if you want more of a challenge, and Large Server if you want ultimate chaos. So go out there and fight, run, push, jump, or anything else you need to do to come on top in this quite silly game. But before you do that, please subscribe to my channel if you want to support my funny videos, and also hit the hype button. When you do it, the number goes up by a lot and it looks really cool. When it's time to be holly and or jolly, one of my favorite places to go is the 57th most magical place on earth, Lowe's. During the holidays, they always go out and have tons of fun stuff to look at.
Alright, so where's this stuff? All I see is an empty warehouse with a few hearts and some funky plants.
Oh, they've already switched to Valentine's Day stuff. Shoot. Well, that's alright. At least we get to talk about the minigames in Epic Minigames. They may not be Christmassy, but they're still real fun. To put it simply, these minigames are indeed epic. Epic Minigames has a lot of minigames, having 139 minigames as of making this video, which is actually more minigames than any Mario Party that has ever existed. Each minigame is completely unique from each other, which is incredibly impressive due to how big that number is. There are 6 types of minigames, being survival minigames, where you try to stay alive as stuff happens around you, team minigames, where you work together with the other Roblox scenes to take down the rival team, racing minigames, where you race against the server to get her to do something first, controller minigames, where one person controls the machine and tries to defeat everyone else, and finally luck minigames, which are just gambling! These minigames come in all shapes and sizes, with some being just straight up Mario Party minigames, and others which are original to Epic Minigames. There are also minigames inspired by other games like Bomberman and Fall Guys. There's even one minigame that's just Shark Bite. These minigames only last around a minute or two, which makes this game really easy to hop in and out of if you're busy but you really need to play some Mower Mania. Because of how many minigames there are, you'd expect at least 1 or 2 of them to be confusing to new time players, but they're oddly not. Each minigame is simple enough to be explained in one sentence, which you can see at the top of your screen here, allowing for anyone to play the game and not feel lost. Alongside being simple, these minigames are also extremely innovative by forcing you to play the game differently, by doing things like changing up the controls on you or even the entire type of game you're in. Most of these minigames are a blast to play, but if you ever get bored of these minigames and want to spice things up a bit, you can do quests. You can do quests by simply joining the game and checking the left of your screen or talking to the old man in the lobby, which can give you special quests. These quests change how you play in a minigame by giving you different things to do or look out for in the game. With how much of these small games there are to play, there's bound to be a few you like, so check it out yourself. Well, if there aren't any cool decorations to look at, you can always listen to Christmas music. It's impossible to listen to this music and not be in a jolly mood, unless you work in retail.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. We are the Michael Steven Bublé legal team, and we are here to stop this unauthorized usage of music. If you want to even play one more second of the song, we will copyright your video so fast your head will spin.
Oh, come on. We were just going to talk about epic minigames while trying to get in the Christmas spirit.
The only epic minigame you will be playing is wondering where all your money went if you ever try playing that song again.
Yes, sir. I guess I'll just go over here and talk about Epic Party and Epic Minigames' other game modes. If that's fine with you.
Legally, yes.
If you're not feeling in the epic minigame spirit, there are ways to change it up a bit. Alongside the normal epic minigaming, there are 3 other modes to play. The first mode is large servers, which allows you to play with up to 36 players compared to the normal amount of 12 players. There really isn't much of a change compared to the original servers, besides there being more people though, but it does make the game more chaotic, which is a good thing. If I don't leave your game dazed and confused, you're doing it wrong. The next game mode is pro servers, which you have to unlock after reaching level 24, which means to unlock it, you gotta win 552 minigames. That's, something. Well, if you somehow want that amount of minigames, pro servers do change the game up a bit. First off, if you win a minigame on a pro server, you get 5 more coins than usual. Very generous, I know. But getting those sweet extra 5 coins won't be easy, as the minigames in this mode are harder, and you'll be going against other insane people who have over 500 wins in this funny Roblox game. Couldn't be me though. Last and not least, the final and most recent game mode is Epic Party. Epic Party is basically an entire game inside Epic Minigames, as it turns it into its basically Mario Party. Epic Party takes place on one of 3 boards, where you roll a dice to traverse the titular board to get a big shiny thing, which in this game is a crystal. After each person rolls their dice, 3 minigame options show up, and everyone picks a minigame to compete in. If you win the minigame, you get an extra dice, which you can use for your next turn. After all the rounds are up, the players are gifted bonus crystals for if they did something in the game better than other contestants, like winning the most minigames or being the unluckiest and losing all your tokens. So basically, this game is just Mario Party but on Roblox, but there are some things to make this game different, for better or for worse. One of the better things about Epic Party is its customizability, giving you the power to do basically whatever you want to do in it. Do you want the game to have 100 turns in it? Sure, why not? What else are you going to do with 4 hours of your life? Do you love gambling and hate it when people are better than you at something because they put time and effort into something? Then just turn on only luck minigames. How about having 12 people in one game so each turn takes 20 years? Sure, you can do that. Why not? You could even put all of these things together to have the second worst party experience imaginable. The first one is stepping on a bomb at the local Christmas party. Alongside this game's customizability, it has a few extra differences from your typical party game. One of them is the unique items in this game, which you can get from shops. These items can range from boosting your dice rolls by a fair bit to stealing 10 tokens every time you pass someone. Imagine that with 12 players. One of my favorite parts of the game is on the final minigame, the winner earns 1 crystal. This may sound small, but it can cause upsets in the game quickly, forcing players to think more about what minigame to choose and bringing up the chaos a bit. I honestly hope that Mario Party does something similar to this one day. It sounds fun. Anyways, while Epic Party does do certain things right, it isn't perfect. Far from it, honestly. The boards all feel kind of bland and need more gimmicks and fun spaces to make the boards actually fun to traverse. Currently, they all feel kind of the same and need more personality to them than just grass and sand. Even with these issues, the side mode is worth playing at least a few rounds in for the experience, or if you have a few friends who are willing to sink an hour or 2 in for some dumb fun. It's well made and has a lot of charm put into it. If you enjoy playing the main mode of Epic Minigames, then you'll probably enjoy this mode, so check it out if you want. Well, another thing that helps me get in the spirit is decorating the tree. I'm not done with it yet if you want to help me out with it.
I'm fine. I know you like doing it on your own. You're also really specific on where you want the ornaments to be.
No, I'm not! I just want the Gil Grunt ornaments to go on the 823rd branch of the tree like a normal person. If putting ornaments particularly on the tree doesn't get you in a Christmassy mood, then I really don't know what will. Maybe you just gotta figure out what you like about Christmas.
Alright, I'll try, but I don't think I can put how to find Christmas into my calculator and get a straight answer.
Alright, while you do that, I'm gonna complain about Epic Minigames. It really helps me get in the tree decorating mood. This game may be good, but there's still a few things holding it back from becoming great. Even with over 100 minigames and quests, Epic Minigames can get stale fairly quickly, and the game can feel boring to play after around half an hour. There really isn't much of a good change to this though, as any minigame collection gets old after a bit, so take this complaint with a grain of salt. One of the biggest issues in this game comes with the stupidly high amount of shops inside of it. For some weird reason, instead of just keeping everything you can buy in one singular shop, Epic Minigames made buying these things extremely complicated by making making multiple shops for one silly Roblox game. And that's not all. There's the normal shop, a lot of chests, which are basically loot boxes, a shop where you exchange play points, whatever those things are, for items, a seasonal shop with stars as currency, a separate battle pass for Epic Party and normal Epic minigames, a daily shop, and items you can get with Robux. All this stuff can be overwhelming to new players, as simply buying an item that you think looks cool can be a real chore. For example, if you want to get some cool bongos, then you have to first check the main shop, then the play shop, then the season shop, then the multiple battle passes, then the daily shop, and then you finally realize that your beloved bongos are in a random chest they can only get if you play the game for the first time of the day after collecting daily rewards for a certain number of days. What does that even mean? Chests are also their own issue, as you can't choose what you want from them and have to spend either some coins, Robux, or whatever other currency this game has just for a small chance of getting what you want. There isn't even an option to see what's in the chest, so the item you want may not even be in it. It doesn't help that chests are where you're going to find most of the newer items in the game, which really stinks since most of the newer items are well made and look really cool. But don't worry, you can always find a booth set up in the game by another player, where you can buy what you want with Robux. I go on a side tangent about how this is scummy or whatever, but this is honestly fairly normal for Roblox games to do nowadays. I'm so tired. Even though accessories and gears aren't needed to play the game, they're still very important to the experience of Epic minigames. So the act of buying these things being so needlessly complicated really stinks. Even if Epic minigames has some questionable and scummy things in this game, it's overall a great experience for anyone. And I hope that this game can fix these issues and become the best minigame game it can be. Even with its issues, Epic minigames is still a good Roblox game and one of my personal favorite games on the platform. It has fun minigames, lots to do in it, and has a special charm that's hard to find anywhere else on Roblox. It's a game that I've played since I first played Roblox almost 10 years ago. Gosh, I'm getting old. And I've been playing it ever since. This game is great, and I'm happy it's still around after all these years. So, have you found anything you like about Christmas yet?
No, I've tried researching this Christmas thing and I can't find an answer.
You can't just research what makes Christmas special for you. You gotta experience it and find your own reason. There's no formula or simple answer to it. Just look inside yourself. I know you'll find the right answer. Just don't look inside yourself literally. I've tried that before and it hurts.
Well, running around with you all day reminded me of when I used to stay up with my friends real late on Christmas to try and find a new spectral line emission for argon. We never found one and some fat guy tried breaking into our house to steal our cookies, but that was alright. Just being there with my friends made it all worth it.
Huh?
I suppose that's what I like about Christmas. Thanks, Derp.
Yeah, I think. No problem. Well, I'm happy you found it. And I suppose that's about it then. And to you guys watching, I want you to remember that you are loved. Now I can get back to finding more ways to get Santa's attention. If he remembers to stop by and give us presents, this will be the best Christmas ever!
You know it's January, right?